Hey, my name's shawnshawn. I sell art on shawnshawn.co. Today we're going to look at JMO painting. So JMO is a pour painter. He has letters going across, create your own happiness. He has paintbrushes, very colorful background set of all the materials he uses. I kind of like this, but you might want to have a painting. The advantage of what he's using right here is you don't have to change it because the painting is the painting. He still has to update this. He has a little arrow here to the old icon that YouTube used to allow you. I used to have mine there, but now you have to go down below. For his icon, he has a very close snapshot of his head. That's very good. So you get an idea who he is. He has an intro video with his latest, or one of his more popular pour paintings. He has a member channel, so that's really good. So he's gotten very popular. He has his shorts on top, which might be the best way to put it nowadays because shorts are very popular right now, but I like to put popular videos on top. They're obviously more popular than his shorts, so I would have that on top. Then he has more of his detailed geode style acrylic pours, step-by-step painting for pour, which is really good. He has generic videos, then he has Shelton Bloom art, so maybe I would put the videos higher up, I'm not sure. He has pendulum swing painting, so that's kind of fun. Acrylic pour swipes, another how-to, so I'm not sure why this is different than the other how-to channels, so there's a little bit of confusion there. He has other channels, I think, related to his channel, so these are other artists. Why is this showing? Alright, so I think it's a pretty decent intro to his channel. Let's go look at one of his videos. This is called The Best Acrylic Paint Pour Geode I Have Ever Done. Acrylic Pour Geode Acrylic Resin Art. So very, very long, sale, juicy. He's obviously doing that for sale purposes. I have a title like that.
A 16 by 16 cradle board canvas. The colors I'm using are dioxazine purple, prism violet, I have a brilliant purple, a neutral gray.
So this is a really good start. He has an intro to the colors. You have an on-face camera video, so you get a more of a connection to artist. You can see he's heavily tattooed, so you get a feel of his personality right away. Let's skip to the pour part.
It's finally done.
Wow, that's crazy.
Painted a series of 4 20 by 20 canvas panels with some brilliant blues, whites, some crushed fire glasses in there, and I put some inlaid some quartz in there because quartz has some healing properties and helps purify the space, and I feel like I want to create.
So not my style of painting, but a very interesting use of unusual materials in the artwork, so that's very important to separate yourself from the crowd because there's a lot of pour painters, so having, you know, valuable gems kind of inlaid into the painting itself is kind of very unusual.
Create my own, you know, kind of zen area, and
so you should make
it was
eye
kind
contact
of a
with the
passion
camera,
project.
be more stronger.
Something that I just couldn't get out of my head,
or have the camera lower, I don't know, but
and I did.
So let's go ahead. So he's changing up the camera angles.
I have been
good.
changing up the studio, so the cameras are all in different places. Hello, hello, hello. So let me know in the comments if you are enjoying.
And this is super smart. If you have the equipment to do this, is change your camera angles. He's doing a side angle, he's doing a top-down view, he's doing an overall view, and you mix this up and cut it together. It keeps the interest going really high in your video. So it makes for a very strong video interest.
More different angles and being able to see it from different colors here. About it. So let me slow the stream down. It's okay if it gets a couple drips.
So very, very precise drip pouring, so it's pretty cool. I'm not sure why he puts the paint on. I guess he's going to spin it maybe? I'm not sure.
It was from me pouring it in the manner I did. So let me adjust it ever so slightly over. Alright, so I really liked that black spot.
So he's going to...
I'll just be more careful going forward.
So it looks like tree rings, which is really cool.
And look, that drip's about to roll under anyway. Like that anyway. Because that would just look...
His very good sound quality in here. There's not many echoes
unnatural.
Or anything. You got a nice feel for the voice and everything. I think it's very cool with the different camera angles. Makes a big difference
So
in how you
beautiful to see
view
all
the
these
painting.
little
You get a real feel
colors.
for what it looks like.
The lines start to
So,
open up.
let's scroll over here.
And now I want it to be able to freely flow over the edge. And it can't because it's being contained by the tape.
I'm not sure why he did that in the beginning,
So
but
we're going to remove
who
that,
knows?
that barrier there. And we're going to get this surface wet on here.
This is going to make it easier to pour.
All right. This is a ginormous mess. Oh my goodness. All right. All right.
Has some very cool properties, I would say.
So we got paint all over us entirely.
He's smart using
I'm gonna bring you guys down so you can take a look at it.
This is really
the
smart
lines
too.
are
Really
just
high detail.
Gorgeous. Very kind of broken up.
This I don't know if I like at all. I think it was really cool before. I don't know why you would add all this, but it definitely adds a different unusual value. I mean, the painting stood by itself to me fine as a pour painting.
I'm gonna fill all these in.
So again, unusual materials
Now, I
added
do
in.
have like a couple nails hammered in the end of this table, kind of where I can hang it off. And that makes it easier because you're working on a vertical surface as opposed to trying.
So a really cool painting. I'm really torn on the jewel aspect of putting quartz in there. I really like from material aspect. I think you're adding a lot of value as standing out from other artists, but to me it looked like a cool painting without even adding the stones. So I'm really torn on if I like that or not. Let's go to the next one. It's called Unbelievable Flip and Lip Acrylic Pouring Abstract Art Tutorial and Fluid Art Therapy. A lot of different word stuff there.
Guys, it's lovely seeing your beautiful shining faces.
So here he's cut out the headshot, which I wouldn't
My last
do.
pour was cerulean blue, fluorescent pink, magenta. We had a titanium white and an onyx black.
So he's adding
Mixed
some of the color mix here to start.
No, goodness. Okay, well, I made a little spill. No big deal. All right, but the colors were so beautiful together. So
He's got
we're
nice
gonna do a flip
background
cup
music as
with
well.
the remaining colors. All right,
This gives you that
small
kind
amount
of
of black.
contemporary gallery feel.
Going right into the white, you guys. The white's a heavier color, so I'm trying to make sure it doesn't churn, but I shouldn't be pouring into the middle of the cup then. Like the best way to get it so it wouldn't churn is I'll just pour it down the side of the cup.
So he's going to add multi colors.
New things. It's part of what drew me. Let's get it all out. Let's not waste any of this beautiful color.
That's intense color.
I'm just gonna let it punch through.
What are you doing,
And sink, push through.
So he's going to flip it.
Hopefully give it some surface to glide on it. It's not gonna give it a whole lot.
You got a lot of paint, so I can't imagine you need that
Yeah,
much.
this is gonna be cool.
You could just paint that over. It's going to let it
And
go.
I'm going to lip
Oh, look
through
at
it.
that. Oh, what are you doing? Oh my God.
Kind of really
That's pretty crazy.
disturb those color patterns. And
That's
then
really
we're
cool just
going
right now
to
as is. Before you...
make cells or heat up the silicone / try to pop some bubbles. There's lots of bubbles. I'm gonna have to go to the torch, and then we're gonna have that very crazy, uncontrollable reaction,
So this is very cool.
which is all right.
Like technique that they use to kind of make it all these cells.
Yeah,
what
some
they
of these
call pop
bubbles
up.
they're just being
Let's go up a little bit more.
that blue over top of it.
He's just fixing part of the camera he doesn't really like, which is
I'm gonna let it
smart.
be. So I think it really wants to be there. So we're just gonna let it do its thing. All right. Yeah, we got a lot of nice color variants going.
So he's spreading around.
Much paint on the surface, you guys, that it would probably
spinning
crack
it.
if I would have left that on there.
Whoa,
the way it
that
was.
is so trippy, man.
And actually, the way
It's
it
like
opens
painting
up,
on acid,
I like
basically.
that even better than the way it used to be.
Wow, this is really cool.
So we're gonna see if we can get any more cells.
He's gonna treat it again.
I'm very happy with the way this already came out.
Yeah, super badass, I would say. Let's scroll to more to the end here.
A little bit of heat. All right. Well, actually, guys, this looks really good.
I think it looked better before. He did this last
Let me
heat
bring
gun.
you guys
I would have
down.
left it with bigger bubbles, but
Yeah, there's a
he's
whole
got his
lot of
detail.
really cool effects going on in here. We have a lot of gradients.
So let's go to the next video. Really kind of cool stuff. This is called Densities and Temperature Chameleon Sail Acrylic Pouring.
Video, as you see from the top down, I have a cadmium red, fluorescent orange, cadmium yellow, titanium
So
white.
I don't think you need to mention the
violet,
camera angles.
Magenta, a turquoise,
But I would talk more
silver,
straight to the
gold,
camera. It's going to make a
whites,
big difference
all
in the
the
video.
colors.
He does a little bit,
But I
but
wanted
not
to try something different
consistently.
this time. I'm going to layer 3 separate cups using hot and cold colors.
All right, let's get going to the mix part.
Process of getting moved
He's mixing the colors together.
together.
He's using multiple camera angles, which is really smart. Draws a lot more attention to the video.
I know some of
He's
you
gotta
are
get
saying you're having a hard time.
He's got to get way better
getting
views
the
just from
cells
the
to poke
changing of the
through. I
camera
would
angle.
say, depending. Well, this white base coat.
So he's
that
turned
I
them all
have,
over.
Also titanium white mixed to the same consistency.
So he's going to do that to make the paint glide.
Because I do know a lot of this base coat is just either going to prevent the colors from rolling under, or it's going to get spun off. But that's its purpose. It's just to help. There's all
Look at
this
this
excess
crazy
paint.
wild.
I do turn it into jewelry. Let me grab a little bit of it so I can show you, because a lot of people think I just let that go to waste. And I actually don't. I make little necklaces and earring sets out of all my drippings.
Hey man, why not reuse the paint? You know, that's a lot of paint you wasted pour painting. But that's the one thing I think I appreciate about pour painting is they're just
really
not
cool.
afraid to use a lot of paint.
And
It
it's
makes a
much
big difference in your
darker than I
painting.
anticipated it, because I know there's white throughout.
A lot of beginning artists
entire
make the
piece.
mistake of not coating the canvas
We're gonna
enough, and it
bring
really
some of that
shows.
out.
So he's adding this drip or cells effect
That's
here.
pretty cool. That
I guess he's just poking
difference
with a toothpick.
between the
I don't know.
colors really coming through.
That adds a really cool effect. I mean, it's super cool as
Really
is. He's going to add some more,
Gold white in there.
which is super unusual. Scroll ahead a little bit more. It's really cool because he's kept a natural flow, but also he's added
really
cells,
love
but
the
not
depth
everywhere. Let's see if
of-
he stays that way.
Doing like a flip, but not doing the chameleon cell across the whole thing, because you see all this really subtle, cool looking. Trying for some sort of balance, although I can't control how big these chameleons. That looks so cool.
Let's go to the end here, guys.
That
It's really smart how he
is
detail shots of this, so you get a
kinda
real
magical.
feel of the painting.
I love it.
I mean, even the table is really cool.
So the cells did continue to grow even after I thought they were done, but they created some pretty cool effects. There's no cracking or crazing. There's just parts in here that have a little bit of texture.
It's a
I'm
shame they
actually
just kept
really
growing
happy
and
with the way
growing,
this
but
thing
it is what it
ended
is with this style
It's
painting.
got
You
that
can't really
brilliant
control it.
stripe of gold going down the center. Something about it is very organic to me.
It's a pretty cool painting. I think I put a lot of high gloss on it to make it pop more. So let's go to the website. So the website is JMO Painting, very simple, easy to understand. I think I would make it a little more colorful at the top because his painting is very colorful, so you might want to make that stand out a little more. He has catalog, geode art, and jewelry. So I think it's just a Shopify site. So very simple, easy to understand. Shopify is very popular, so I don't think there's anything wrong with using Shopify. It works, people sell art, so why not? Gives the buyer more comfort that it's a real website because it's run through Shopify. You got these coasters, you know, super affordable art too. 143. I mean, that's just nothing. What is the size on this? It doesn't have the size, 12 by 16. So you might want to put the size more up at the top so you kind of understand what's going on. It is nice because he has kind of the process description, what he's put into the artwork and why he uses all these materials. So that's really smart, I think. He has an email in case someone has questions. I would take out all of the social media things because that takes you away from the website. You want everything to go to the website and just dead end there because that's just the shop. So you want people to buy or not buy. So I would take those out. He has a couple different shots. Let's go look at the Geodart. So very affordable. Not, I don't know how big these are, but super affordable artwork. So it's good to see this because you get an idea of where you should price your art in the sense, because you can see, oh, this artwork's this much. How much should I print mine? He has jewelry as well, which he's used the remains of his paint that he uses from his drip painting. So it's a really cool idea to kind of reuse it. Let's look at one that's still there. I would take out a lot of these sold out. A little bit of the sold out's good, but not too much. He's probably just a little bit behind on his updating the website a little bit. The only problem with having a Shopify, it doesn't have kind of your own videos. It doesn't have a blog. It doesn't have about. So that would be nice ads, I think, to the website. So that would be a little bit nice. Maybe that's one of the limitations of using a Shopify site. I'm not sure how Shopify works. I know it's a great website as far as selling stuff, but I'm not sure if it has like the full functionality of a website as far as like, this is about me and why I do my stuff. You have that on YouTube, and that's probably why he has his social media going out to explain that, but it would be nice to have one site where you sell everything and has all that together. But that is JMO. Hope you guys like it. If you like to subscribe, you could subscribe below, and I'll see you on the next Artist React video. See you guys.